After 30 years and the death of a couple of rock and roll mates, some legends of Tasmania's former band scene have picked up the instruments again and dusted off the vocal cords for one last concert. The group from around Australia came together in Hobart for a concert to honour fallen mates and raise money for the Tasmanian Cancer Council. Fiona Breen caught up with a few of them at rehearsal a few days before the big event.
It's been years since these legends of Tasmania's band scene have jammed together.
There you go, mate. Mr. Cole.
Dying.
How are you, bud?
Nice shirt, mate.
In the 1980s, they played across the state when the band scene was strong and kept them in work at least 4 nights a week.
Bands such as DC-10s, The Colours, Modern Days, Forecast, Ozlingo, they'd just be going every night of the week. 4 nights a week, and then Sunday sessions. You could go out any night of the week and see some great live music.
30 years on, and they're spread across Australia. Many of them have respectable day jobs and families, but they're still rockers at heart. This rehearsal is the first time they've played together for decades.
When you get a band and a group of guys, when you get them together and you get that magic, it never goes. It doesn't matter whether it's 5 years or 10 years.
They dusted off the vocal cords and picked up the instruments again for a good cause.
I suppose the catalyst was seeing some mates pass too early, close friends, just pulled up too short. You know, in their prime, at our age when you learn a few lessons, you should be enjoying sort of the fruits of your labour.
Meeting up at the funerals of fallen mates soon got these old rockers thinking.
We saw 4 close mates in the last 5 years, and on farewelling a good mate, Paul Barber, last year, a few of us got together and thought we need to get back together again, one last time or one more time, and let's put together a fundraiser for the Cancer Council as well, and see if we can raise. Hey, let's pick a target, $5,000 in one night and give it all to charity.
Before long, they'd thrown together a concert called Standing Room Only. It sold out in advance and the pressure was on to perform and perform well. Luckily, it didn't take too long to get back into the groove.
Today, just the meeting and very difficult to relax though, because we get older, and even though we're children in adults' bodies, everything's got so much more responsibility attached to it. So we get a little more serious, and whereas when you're younger, you're just on a ride.
After just a couple of rehearsals, the concert was on at a pub in Hobart. On the night, the old rockers slipped back into their past lives. Like the rockers, the fans were a little older, but still as enthusiastic as they were 30 years ago. The sold-out crowd danced until the early hours. Will it really be their last gig?
Bought me a box of French cigars, bought me a BlackBerry.
Never say never. The talk is already there. It's like, we could do this next year. We could make it bigger, and we could make an annual event to raise funds, and let's see how many funds we could raise.